Hey there, you're watching the Jessa channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and today we are here at Acanthop Isle, ready to prepare for the wedding of Kathy and Deva. We're here at the little church, which I keep wanting to call the little log church. I want to remind you again that I'd love to know if you have a good name for the church. This is the Reverend's office down here. I've shown you this before in a previous episode. The Reverend is here having a last-minute discussion with Kathy and Deva, talking about the seriousness, which is marriage. And the girls are taking it in. They're in their wedding finery, including this bad-ass outfit. That Deva is sporting, which I mentioned in the previous episode was by Sarah Biette, otherwise known as Io in the community. Sarah Biette has a Tumblr. The best way to find this outfit is to go get yourself a Simbler or a simming-based Tumblr. Start joining up with the simming community, and then ask around as to where this dress came from. I know it came from Sarah Biette, but I don't remember her Tumblr address is why. And you can also go to a Where Can I Find forum. There's one available at Garden of Shadows, which the forum is back, thank goodness. And also at Mod the Sims. That's the best way to find that dress. So anyway, I'm going to have the two brides-to-be sit up here on the bench while I have the Reverend go down and invite the party goers. Now, actually, let me take that back. What am I talking about? Let me see here. Having a little brain fart, pardon me for a minute. Ah, yes. Deva has a phone, and we want this to be a real party. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the Reverend invite most everyone. The reason why I'm not going to have her invite everyone, Deva invite everyone, is that she's limited. Let me show you what I mean. Well, actually, I'll show you what I mean after the Reverend Honoria. I always call her the Reverend. I'm going to go over here to email, invitation e-card. And she will come on down here. I'm going to speed this up a little bit so she'll get down here a little faster. There she is. And I'm going to have her invite people that I know that Deva and Kathy know. So let me first go down the list and look for people that they know from... William, by the way, William Chedward Rimmer, a little Willie known in town, gets around. He's friends with everybody. And I don't even remember him meeting these women. Honoria. Well, actually, he is dating Honoria, that's why. Never mind. Confused. Never mind. Okay. So, I happen to know that they know Idris. They know Ash. And I know that they know these Sims because they lived with these Sims at the Easter house on the mainland. Both of the girls live in an apartment on the mainland. They have moved out, up and on to better things. Sophia Jared Hemingway. One of the ways that you can also sort the Sims is you can sort by relationship or by chemistry if you're looking for a date. I'll sort by relationship too. I think that Sienna and Lex know them, so I'm going to invite them. Hunter knows them. Now I'm going to save a few people for them to invite on the phone. It's limited how many Sims, by Maxis design, it's limited how many Sims you can... I'm going to have Percival come because I know they know Percival. You can invite at a party. So this is not limited. You can invite as many Sims as you want through Monique's computer. So I tend to invite all the Sims that I want, and am certain that they will show up using this method. When you invite a sim for a party by the phone, by Maxis design, sometimes the sim won't show up, which I don't want. If if your sim goddess invites you to a wedding, you better get your butt to that wedding. So I don't think they know anyone else, but let's go here. Now, unfortunately, since the Reverend's doing the inviting, this is geared towards who she knows. But I don't really see anyone else on this list, so we invited Percival, Hunter, Lex, Sophia, Ash, Sienna, and Idris. There's a few more people to invite, though, so we'll do that here. Now, while she's doing that, we're going to go up here and have Deva. I could pick either one, as both girls have a cell phone. And actually, it'd be helpful if I select her. We're going to call. Let's see, let me do that again. Nope. I'm looking for... here we go. So because they have a cell phone, the throw party is showing up. Now, I want you to note that in order to have a party on a community lot, you need a mod. That's not as Maxis designed it. Why, I have no idea. But anyway, you'll need a mod by Squinge. Squinge is a very prolific modder. Back in the day, he put a lot of mods out that are very important to me. And number one being College in Your Main Hood, which is a fantastic mod, which is what allows me to have my university in my main hood and not have to have a university sub-hood. Anyway, a working university, I should say, with all the same, aspects to playing university and a sub-hood. But throw a party on a community lot is a mod from Squinge, spelled Squinge. Google him. That's how you'll find it. He's over at Inseminator, by the way, just so you know, but in case it's quicker to just Google him. So we're going to do a wedding party because the women are engaged. That's coming up on their list. She'll stand up, pull out her cell phone, and we'll invite a few more final people. Now, I can sort this, and a few people that were missed, like Willow. We got Sophia already, so we don't want two of her showing up. Jane T. Bell was missed. We got Ash, we got Hunter, we got Idris. We got Percival. And let's see who else we have. I think that's it. These are all people that they don't know very well. And like I said, you can also sort by chemistry. Let's see who... Oh, that's too funny. Her highest chemistry is with Mike Midriffy Coulson. Oh, that's great. You know what? Just for fun, let's invite him. He's a worker over at the orphanage on the mainland. Don't know how they met, but there it is. So I think that's pretty much everyone we need for the party. Gregory Arison. Oh, that's a NPC. In fact, that's an NPC who works over at the post office, so we're going to disregard him. We haven't seen Cecil in a long time. You guys, I don't even think have been to his lot except at the beginning of season 1. So just for fun, let's invite him too. So you can see over here on the wedding party list, it says 6 guests maximum. You can mod that out, but I usually don't bother with parties. Or if I do it this way, where I invite everyone I want on using Monique's computer and then invite the last few people this way, and they all show up at the same time and a party starts as per usual. Now, everyone's going to start to show up. I'm going to have Deva sit down and keep talking to her Mrs. To Be. And they start out with sumo wrestling. That's going to be an interesting marriage. Now, the important thing is over here, we're going to lower the walls because I'm going to need to get access to this. Now, before guests start showing up, it's really important for me to throw out one super important thing to get them to show up in the item I want them to. And that is, this is the Clothes Controller by Fat D. At Mod The Sims is where this is available. And I find that this is just the easiest way for me to set what I want their outfit to be. And I want them to be informal when they show up. I'm putting it outside the lot so that they show up and change into their formal automatically. Some of the Sims are going to be... I'm going to have her answer the phone. She's like, I'm at work, I'm at church, I'm busy. By the way, do I have a... Oh, good. I was going to say, do I have my trusty caller ID in? It's Percival calling, which will create a problem since Percival is actually talking to us, so I'm not going to answer that. He's coming, and I don't want him to be showing up on the lot twice on the phone and here, so I'm going to have her sit down. Not slide down. No, sit down. And we're getting our notice that everybody's going to show up, which is great. Call back later, Percival. You're invited to the party. And everybody's going to show up in their outfits like so. Ready to go. And I don't think we need to greet them because I think they're coming for the party, so they should be ready to go. And they're going to show up in their outfits. And many of these Sims, since they're cast Sims, I haven't bothered to set their formal outfit. Oh my god. Like, for example... for example, the Reverend's outfit. Oh! This is important. The toasting set. I need to fix that right now. The toasting set is very intense. It causes the Sims to toast constantly. So I need to use my autonomy controller to stop Sims from doing that. So now the Reverend has this in her. Let me get this other bench thing to drop out. There we go. Okay, so this is the first thing in her queue, and that's all that's necessary in order to set the autonomy for it. I'm going to add globally. I don't want anyone messing with that autonomously. I'm going to add a proscription, which means basically make this. And by GUID, basically that means I only want the toasting set to be used. Read the instructions on the mod. Basically, I'm going to tell all Titania Vineyards 1914 toasting set items have been proscribed, meaning that the Sims will not autonomously use them anymore. Period. End of story. They can't. And I'm going to go over here to Willow because I have a feeling that she might be heading for that toasting. Yep, see? And I'm going to move her over here and have her sit down. Sit down, Willow. Go ahead and sit on down, girl. And take that out of hers. You see that toasting set is just, it's horrible. And before I figured out what was happening, it had lagged my lot to such a degree. I'm going to use Control the Sim to make sure that every other Sim has this out of their lot. I mean, out of their queue here. And I'm going to pause recording while I take care of this part of business. That's been taken care of now. I had to go through and select each Sim individually and remove that. But I only have to do that once. Now that that toasting set has been permanently banned from being autonomously used, I don't have to worry about the Sims basically jumping all over it and ruining my parties. So I highly recommend the autonomy. It's called the one autonomy, or anyway, basically it's an autonomy controller. It's by Pescato at More Awesome Than You, and it allows you to individually set items or all types of items for Sims to not use autonomously on a lot, by Sim, by lot, by the whole hood globally. So it's one of those things like I said, I wouldn't play without. And unfortunately, another Sim that I just saw here in the trees. There's a Sim stuck in the tree here who may still try and get to the toasting set. I missed her. So now that all the Sims have shown up, as you can see that some of them are wearing some pretty interesting outfits. Yeah, pretty interesting. Who have we got back here? I can't see who this is in the tree here. I can't quite get my mouse on him. There he is. Percival. Okay, let me control him for a minute because I think I missed him. Yep, and he's got a toasting set, and let me get you out of that tree. Actually, instead of saying go here, let's teleport you here. Okay. There he goes. So with this many Sims on the lots, it's pretty important to make sure that they, you know, pay attention to what you want them to do. Now, the most important thing is to start changing their clothes. I'll show you quickly how I do one. I showed you already with the brides. Some people have come in things that I think are perfectly acceptable. For example, this Sophia, what she's wearing, looks great, so I'm not going to bother with changing it. The same as with what Mike is wearing. It's fine for the type of character Mike is. What Hunter's wearing is a little bit iffy. A lot iffy. And over here, we have some particularly interesting choices. Lex is wearing something that is a wonderful outfit, but not for his type. And this, what Ash is sporting? Yeah, I don't think so. No. This is fine, what Jane is wearing, and also what Idris is wearing is fine too, as well as Sienna. And then what Cecil is wearing, let's just say that's got to go. No. Let's see what Mr. Cloud of Blue over here. Now, he autonomously picked something that I think is fantastic for him. Love that outfit, so I'm not going to change that at all. I'll do one sim, and then I'll pause and do everybody else. Let's first of all do the Reverend, because you are not... no, no. Whatever this is, no. I'm saying no. Your sim goddess has spoken. No. Let me quit controlling Percival, so I don't have too many Sims in my queue that I am worrying about. Let them go on and do what they have to do. I'm going to click on the Reverend to choose her, right click on her, and I'm going to change her formal. It'll take just a moment to come up. Here's that screen. I had her in a very cute little dress. So let's see if I can find it again. It's always such a pleasure to be able to use some of the formal stuff that I have because I don't get a chance to use it very often. There was a cute little dress I had her in. It was red. Is that one it? Not sure. Let me see. It was that one. Okay, so. And then once again, change her out of her swim, or out into swim. That's a cute swimsuit, by the way. And then she's now set. It's a little clashy with her hair, but I think it works. This dress is another dress that's by, I believe, by Io, Sarah Biette. If you need to find the dress, do a Where Can I Find at Mod The Sims 2 or Garden of Shadows. So, now that I have the Reverend dressed, I'm going to have her sit down and do the opening music. I'm going to do a practice so that people don't give her money and all that right now. It's a wedding. And while she's doing that, I'll set everybody else up for their formal outfits, and then I'll be right back with you. I have taken care of everyone's outfit. I'll show you quickly. There's Lex still standing in the trees. This is Ash. That's what Ash would wear. Sienna also looks fantastic in her new outfit. I decided to change hers out. Her other one looked a little bit too secretarial. Cecil looking very smart in some nice loafers and a vest. And Jane in the back with her beautiful blue dress. Idris, Percival, Hunter, who is a resident over at the Easter House, and also his fellow resident. Over here, Sophia Jared Hemingway, whom you guys haven't met very often, but they are part of the story. And then we have Willow. Now, in order to get the wedding started, of course, we need to have the brides go up to the arch, which is no problem. But the best thing to do is to use the call visitors function. I have Mike upstairs. I took time to empty the buffet. That's an important thing to do if you want them to actually pay attention to the wedding and not go up and scarf the food too early. I'm going to stop controlling this sim. And I can remove this, and this, and this from these three. But that means that everyone else will head over here to this meeting point. And while they're doing that, I'm going to have the... Now we get on with the wedding part. I'm going to have the brides go. And I'm going to pick Kathy. And you notice here that everyone in the lot shows up. So that's what I mean by this being a free love marriage art. You can marry anyone no matter what relationship you have. It's modded by SimLogical. And we're going to look for Deva. And since we have a party here, it's a snoozer right now, but that's okay. Time to get the party started. Everybody's coming in at this point, and this will kind of move them over to this visitor point, and then they'll start gathering seats. And if I've timed this well enough, I'm going to have the Reverend stop playing and sit here. So everybody's coming in, and that they should start automatically getting seats. Okay, so the wedding is starting. They're taking their time to get seats, but hey, this is Sims World. You can't always have it completely perfect without a whole lot of pausing. Okay, so of course you know that being the simmer that I am, I'm going to have to stop and take pictures of every darn thing. Okay, so first of all, let's get a picture of this real quick. And you should see my mouse moving around as I frame the picture the way I want it to, using Gadwin print screen. I love the music that's playing. Beautiful music, wedding music, I should say. We'll go F1, F10, and scoot in on the action. As we watch two women bond themselves to each other in a rather haphazard fashion. As you do. Okay. And there we go. And Deva adds the ring. Yay! Smoochy, smoochy, smoochy. It's wedding time! So this is what happens because I'm having this on a community lot. And it's asking me that I have to move someone else out. This is just... there's no one living here. It's a community lot. So I'm going to click no on this. And it will say Deva has moved in. That's alright. We'll move her out when the party is over. And move her back into her own apartment. So the wedding is over. And let's see how... And it's a very messy wedding. People are standing and clapping. Oh, it's so cute. Look at the clapping. While everybody tried to find a seat. And let's see how Deva celebrates. Uh-oh. Oh, let's look at the face of a happy bride. Yes, sirree, Bob. That's a person who's super, super happy to be married. Not. I'm going to take a quick picture of this because I've got to get this one. And then I'm going to end this episode here, and in the next episode we'll move on to the reception of the century, in which Deva probably will get ridiculously drunk. Kathy will claim to have seen aliens crossing over the sky at the moment of her marriage. A perfect Sims wedding. Yay! Look at that. Perfect Sims wedding. Messy, somewhat uncontrolled, complete with the bride going crazy. And let's see how Kathy, what does she think of this? She's just like, yep. There you go. The face of a happy bride. She doesn't even notice that her bride is having a complete freak out. And she doesn't even notice. I love simming. It's so fun. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit the thumbs up button below and encourage me. It really does encourage me. Thank you so much for doing so. And if you loved what you saw, join the party, the ever-growing party, and subscribe. I'll see you back here in Acanthop at the little church of Acanthop in the next episode. As Kathy, her cutie pie self, oh Lord, God help us, got married to Deva. And we have the reception. Yay! Thank you, as always, for watching. Get every new Jessa channel video right in your email inbox. Subscribe, then, from your YouTube homepage, click Manage Subscriptions, then check Email with new uploads. And thanks for watching.